Hey guys, this is Megan Helt, and welcome back to another episode of my 7-day makeup tray series. This is episode 2, and I'm going to start these out with discussing my progress from the previous week's makeup tray, and then showing you the products I'm going to be using for the next week. So I'm actually doing this a little bit late. This is Monday, the day after the Oscars, and I actually went to an Oscar party last night, and so I didn't get to do it yesterday. So let's talk about how I did with all the products in here, okay? Let's start with these powders. So, my Maybelline Better Skin Transforming Powder in Classic Ivory 20. I did pretty good with this product. I made much more of an indent in it. You can't really notice it, but I did do a pretty good job. I used this for like a couple full days. I didn't wear makeup a ton last week because at work we were doing stuff that required a lot of like moving around and getting sweaty and hot, and I didn't want to have to be thinking about like, is my makeup look okay? So I didn't wear a lot of makeup most of the days. But I did use that Better Skin powder a lot. And I also used a lot of this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Mineral Airbrushing Pressed Powder. I used a lot of this. You can't even tell. Some of it's getting hard pan, which is disappointing. Like Physicians Formula, your products are so expensive, they shouldn't get hard pan. Ugh. Anyway, though, I really do like this powder, and I'm so excited to use it up. I'm going to continue using it. I do like it a lot. And I like that it has SPF in it. I really, once I use this up, I want to try to get the Butter Bronzer. Okay. The Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer I used as my only bronzer all week whenever I wore makeup, so I did do a good job on this, so that was exciting. I'm glad I did one thing right, so we got that done. The blushes, I only, except for the Oscars yesterday, but every other day I only used these as my two blushes, and I used Sunburst a little more. Sunburst is the one that has more of an ombre to it, but I used them both a decent amount. And yeah, I really committed to using those blushes. So next up is highlighters. And I only used these two highlighters except for the Oscars yesterday. And I used something else for that. But I really like these highlighters. I have much more of an opinion on them. I want to continue to use them. So they're either going to stay in the makeup tray or they're going to go out for this week and then go back in for next week. I'm not sure yet, but I really like them. I like Kahoni, I think that's how you say it. I like that one better than Nemesis by a little bit, but I really like them both. And she has one called Iris, and I really want that one. It's like a holographic rainbow one. Oh, sounds so beautiful. Okay, let's get all these products out. These right here, these two liquid liners, I don't think I even used one time. I just don't enjoy liquid liners like this. I just don't. I don't. My favorite eyeliner I have is the Ben Nye Cake liner, and that I really like those. You like activate the formula by using like a setting spray or something, and I like that more than something like this. But I'm gonna try to use them another time. I wasn't able to use them this time, so I'm not gonna get rid of them from my collection yet. Okay, these two mascaras. I was bad, and I did reach for some other mascaras most of the time, but I mostly used this as a base and then covered it with other mascaras. I'm not really a super fan of this mascara. It just makes my lashes feel so heavy. I have very straight lashes. They kind of go like straight down, and I have to curl them and curl them and curl them, so this is so weighty that it pulls them back down. But this I really like. I feel like this really helps me hold my curl. I don't like them together though, but I do like this with other mascaras. Okay, let's talk about eyeshadows. So, I didn't use these three at all. So that was bad. So, I don't know. Hopefully another time we'll try to get some more use out of them. Sorry. But I did use these palettes an awful lot, and I have some very strong opinions now on them. The Kylie, the Holiday 2016 palette, I used it a lot. I am going to save my opinions for a video because a lot of people wondered what I thought, and I do. I can't wait to tell you guys what I think. I'm kind of torn. You'll be interested. It's different than what you think that I would have to say, probably. And this Makeup Forever palette is so good. Have Makeup Forever shadows always been this good? Because I've never tried that before. Like, these four are so good. This black is such a pigmented black. Like, I can't even stand it. It's so easy to use. I love them all. This is going to be, like, definitely a palette that I just keep around. I love the matte shadows in here. It's just a really good palette. I really, really like it. And then these two lipsticks. I told you guys that if I didn't use them this last week that I wouldn't be using them again, and I'm not going to. I don't like lip products that are super drying, and these are waterproof lipsticks, and they are very drying, and I'm not a fan, and I don't know why I ever picked them up. I think it was because it was like, ooh, something new from NYX, when it was new, but I'm over them, and they're gonna go away. So I think I'm actually gonna shoot a decluttering video probably right after this. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to show the next part of my tray. So stay tuned, and I will show you what's going in my tray for this coming week. Well, this week. It's already Monday. Okay, guys, here's my new 7-day makeup tray for this coming week. I'm going to go through all the products that I put in it. A lot of them are in boxes so that I know what the names are, so I can keep them separated because I'm reviewing them. So that's why it looks so much bigger than before. So let's start out with face products. I only have one in here. Well, kind of. I have contour and blush and stuff, but you know, like actual face products. I only have one. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Airbrushing Pressed Powder that I had from last week. And I am going to continue using it, but I'm going to just use whatever foundation I want to each day. I have too many things to worry about using that I'm not going to limit myself on foundation to, you know. Next, I have two setting sprays I want to use up, and I have the Dewy setting spray and the matte setting spray from Sassy Girls. These are their all-natural setting sprays. I have tried their matte setting spray yesterday at the Oscars, and I really like it, so I'm excited to try their Dewy. And I'm excited to just keep using these, so I'm going to put these over here. I'm going to be using those. I have two different contour palettes I want to try to use up. Well, not use up. There's no way I'll be able to use them up. I'm only going to be using the contour shades in these two. I'm not going to be using the blush or the highlight. So this first one is the Maybelline Master Contour by Face Studio. I think this is like the light one probably, right? It has to be. I don't know what number it is, but it looks pretty light. So I'm going to use the contour shade in this one. And then this is the Kate Moss Rimmel Golden Sands palette thing. I'm going to use up I'm going to try to use the contour shade in this one too. I got this super cheap at like Walgreens one time, so I don't know if I like it or not, but I want to keep using it. This one's a shimmery contour, which is interesting. So let's put those to the side. Now we have blushes. I have two, but kind of four blushes I'm going to try to use. These are the Kat Von D Shade and Light blushes. This one is in Samson and Delilah. This one is in Bonnie and Clyde. I really love the names on these. And technically, this is like 4 blushes for the week, but really you're supposed to use them to kind of like contour with your blush, which I really like them for. So I'm going to be using these as my only blush products. I like these. I don't know why they have such a bad rap and people hate them so much. I think they're really good products. For highlighting, I'm going to continue using the Mirakai Cosmetics Mirakai. I still need to get a verification on that if that's correct or not. In Kihoni and Nemesis. I'm going to still be trying to use these, but I'm adding in one more to kind of play with because I'm reviewing it. This is the Sassy Girls Face Highlighter Shimmer Girl Glow in pink. And it's a really interesting, I tried to open it the wrong way. It's a really interesting dual chrome highlighter. It's got like this pink shift, and it's just interesting, so I'm excited to use this. Then for eyeshadows, I'm not going to pull any palettes. I'm just going to use whatever I want to because I need to use these. So, you know what I mean? I want to give myself a little bit of freedom so I don't feel like super caged in and then I don't rebel, because you know how I am. So I have 4 shades here that I'm going to try to be using. These are the Jelly Shadows from Sassy Girls. And I'm going to be using, trying to use Starfish, Sandcastle, Mermaid, and Angelfish. I'm going to try to be using these. Here's what they look like. I'm keeping them in here so I can keep them separate. This one's Sandcastle, which I think is the one I think is the prettiest. So, I don't know if you can see that real good. But that is so pretty. So I'm going to be using these because I'm reviewing them for her. I got a bunch of the glitters before she transitioned to this formula. So I have a lot of shades of the glitters, but they're just pressed glitters. And she has transitioned to the jelly shadows. So I'm going to be trying these out now. So these are the first 4 I'm going to be using. Next week I'll probably use the other 3, but I just wanted to get myself using 4 of them. So these are just the 4 that have like the mermaid names. I think it's like the Under the Sea collection or something. Like it has an actual name. So let me move these over here. I have these 2 mascaras. I want to try to use up this mascara. I hate this mascara. I need to do a video on this. This mascara is not good. I don't know why everyone's like, yeah, it's awesome. This is the original Colossal mascara, the waterproof one. This is way better than this one. This mascara doesn't make your lashes clumpy. It doesn't make you have to, like, I don't know, use a lash comb every time you put on the mascara. This is great. You can use 1 layer and it looks phenomenal. You can use like a bunch of layers and it looks great. It makes your lashes look amazing. This, you can only use like, it seems like only like 1, you know, it just gets so clumpy and horrible. You get way better results with this one, guys. I don't know. I don't like this one. I know a lot of people love it and stuff. I'm not a fan. This is the waterproof one, though. Maybe the other one is, like, awesome or something, but I don't know. I don't like it, and I also didn't know who the brand ambassador was. Or not brand ambassador, but the product ambassador for this product. There's 2 of them. And I didn't know who that was, and so I don't want to continue to use this now that I know who it is. So I'm going to try to use this up. I really, really like this is like my Holy Grail mascara here. The Colossal waterproof one. So I need to use this up just so I can throw it out of my collection. I really feel like you're paying for the packaging. And the brush is just so dumb looking. Hold on, here we go. This is the one from the Colossal. It's super easy to work with. Actually, look, you can see that really well back there. It's super easy to work with. You can get everywhere. It's a nice brush. It's just simple. It's a simple, nice wand. Here is the one from the Colossal Big Shot. Blah, blah, blah. It's, like, you can just tell, looking at it, like, you can just tell, like, that's going to probably be clumpy. That's maybe going to be a clumpy mascara. I'm not a fan. So I want to try to use this up and get rid of it. But I don't want to just throw it away, you know. And then I have 3 lipsticks, also from Sassy Girls. I have, oh, shoot. Oh, here we go. Passion Fruit, Mauve Nude, and Pinky Nude. And I'm going to be trying to use these up. So I have a lot of products. So let's put them all back in. I don't even remember how I got them all in there. I had these over here. I had the contour products over here. I had my setting sprays back in the back. Usually my products aren't going to take up this much room, but because of all the boxes, I have to leave them in. It's going to take up a lot of room. There's my highlighters. I want to put, yeah, we'll do that. Or not my highlighters, my blushes. These are my highlighters. Oh gosh. My powder. So I'll just put it over there. My other highlighter, and shoot, I ran out of room. How did I do this before? You know what, let's do this. Mascaras. How did I get these lipsticks in there before? How did I do this? I don't know how I did this. Let's try to figure out to put the lipsticks in. Hold on. Let's try to figure this out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, kind of. So I got my lipsticks there. I don't know. We're just gonna go with this. No, it's not gonna work either. What if I just did this? What if I just, yeah, what if I just did that, and then And I can put these down there. Pop that on there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, there we go. It's not like the most beautiful thing ever, but it's doable. So, there's my new makeup tray for this coming week. I'm excited to try to use these products, especially all my Sassy Girls products that I haven't got to try yet. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I can do well. I've been doing really well on this, whatever this is. I've been doing really well with this. I thought it would be hard and I would like rebel, because you know how I am. I rebel if I feel like I'm caged in too much with my products. But I think I'm giving myself enough freedom that it's working. So yeah, this is going to be exciting. I'm excited about this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and this is Megan Hilt out.